Hello students, how are you? I think you are safe in your home. Already we are late, but now we are starting our first chapter in algebra, linear equations in two variables. In ninth standard also, we have studied about linear equations in two variables. In ninth standard, we also solved linear equations in two variables. In this standard also, in 10th standard also, we are going to learn the next part, that is more about linear equations in two variables. Now in this chapter, we are going to learn two new methods of solving linear equations in two variables. And these two methods are, first method is graphical method and second is Cramer's method. Before going to these methods, first we will revise what is meant by linear equation in two variables. A linear equation in two variables means an equation which contains two variables and the degree of each term containing variable is 1 is called a linear equation in two variables. Now we will study the general form of a linear equation in two variables. X plus by plus c is equal to 0. This form of equation is called general form of linear equation in two variables. Here x and y are two variables. A, B and C are real numbers. And also A and B are not equal to 0 at the same time. A is not equal to 0, B is not equal to 0. And if such conditions are there, then such type of equation is called linear equation in two variables. According to the definition, the degree of each term containing variable is 1, and therefore it is called linear equation. Degree of variable, each variable is 1, and therefore it is called linear equation, and there are two variables, and therefore it is called linear equation in two variables. Now we'll have some examples of linear equation into variables. Now see this equation. 3x minus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0. Three x minus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0. Now compare this equation to the general form of linear equation into variables. That means compare this equation to ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. And if you compare these two equations here, a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 4, c is equal to 12. That means 3 minus 4 plus 12. These are real numbers. And also 3 and minus 4 are not 0. And degree of x and y is 1. And therefore, this equation 3x minus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0 is known as linear equation in two variables. Now, in our book, on page number 1, activity is given. So we have to complete this activity. Complete the following table. Here some equations are given and you have to identify whether the equation is linear equation in two variables or not. So let us see first equation. Equation number 1. 4m plus 3n is equal to 12. Equation number 1. 4m plus 3n is equal to 12. This is given equation. 4m plus 3n is equal to 12. Now if you compare this equation to the general form, then here we get a is equal to 4, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 12. So here 4, 3, 12. These are real numbers. And also 4 and 3 are not equal to 0. And here variables are m and n. The degree of m is 1 and degree of n is also 1. So therefore we can say that this equation is linear equation in two variables. So answer is yes. Now the second equation. Three x square minus 7y is equal to 13. Three x square minus 7y is equal to